It was just after midnight when the rain began again over the small Ontario town of Windmere. The streets were quiet, the kind of quiet that only comes when everyone's locked their doors and turned off the lights. A single patrol car idled at the corner of Maple and 3rd, its headlights cut faintly through the mist. Beyond the yellow tape, the streetlight flickered, a tired pulse in the dark, and just beyond it stood a man in a gray jacket, hands in his pockets, head lowered, motionless. The neighbors who had gathered earlier were gone now. Only a few stragglers remained, silent, pale, their umbrellas trembling in the wind. But he stayed, watching. The house before him looked ordinary. White siding, 2 porch steps, a small wind chime whispering beneath the eaves. Nothing about it suggested tragedy, except the police. And the silence. Inside, flashes of light, the soft rhythm of a camera, documenting what remained. He could almost hear the click of the shutter through the rain. He had been there 3 nights earlier, and now he had come back. They say some killers returned to the scene, not out of curiosity, but compulsion, a pull they can't explain. Some say it's guilt, others say it's control, but maybe it's simply the mind trying to make sense of itself. This is the story of Daniel Reeves. Windmere wasn't the kind of place where much happened. Population 14,000. A diner that closed at 9. A library that smelled faintly of dust and old pages. Daniel had lived there his entire life. 29 years, same streets, same faces. He fixed fences, painted porches, repaired heaters. People said he was quiet, respectful, a little strange, maybe, but harmless. He spent most evenings alone in his workshop, reading crime novels, listening to the hum of silence. He wasn't unhappy, just waiting for something to give his world meaning. Emily Hart was 23. She worked at the library, soft-spoken, thoughtful, the kind of person who remembered birthdays and smiled at strangers. Her life was gentle, predictable. Mornings with coffee, afternoons with books. The kind of life Daniel longed for but didn't understand. They met when he came to fix a broken shelf. The conversation was brief, almost awkward, but afterward, Daniel found excuses to return. A dripping pipe, a broken hinge, a flickering light. Each time, she thanked him, kind, polite, warm, and each time, something inside him began to stir. He told himself it was harmless, but kindness can be dangerous, especially when received by someone starving for it. Winter came early that year. The streets emptied before sunset. From his window, Daniel could see her cottage, a single square of golden light in the distance. Neighbors saw his truck parked nearby sometimes. They didn't think much of it. In small towns, familiarity often masquerades as safety. But Daniel wasn't watching to protect her. He was watching to feel close to her. And slowly, he began to confuse proximity with connection. He convinced himself that silence meant permission, that her kindness meant she saw him too. What happens inside a mind when longing turns into obsession, when affection twists into possession? Sometimes, it doesn't take anger to destroy a life, only loneliness left unchecked. And then came the night that changed everything.